Okay, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Gabrielle Tate, and this is my first YouTube video. I'm so excited to finally be making this video. So this is basically just going to be how my journey with spirituality started, kind of like how and why, and my self-healing journey, because those are very much intertwined for me. So yes, I'm super excited. I will be giving a trigger warning on the side, just because I will talk a little bit about mental health and depression and suicide. And so if you don't feel like you're in the correct state of mind to be watching something like that, even though it will be brief, then you obviously don't have to, and you can always come back to my video. We're going to start back in January of 2020. That's when I got diagnosed with severe depression and a panic attack disorder. And then flash forward a few months, I've been going to therapy, group therapy, taking my medication, right? And I have a suicide attempt that I kind of tried to back out of last minute. But I'm on the phone with the suicide hotline, and the ambulance is already coming, and so I have to go to the psych ward for a few days. And so you would think that would be kind of like a, hey, something's really off with your life, right? But it wasn't as maybe a big of a moment as maybe it should have been, but I also believe that things happened in the correct timing. So what was kind of this big pivotal moment for me is I had this friend group, right? And things have been slowly going downhill, and this might be a few days or a week or two after I'm in the psych ward for a few days. And just kind of the situation where we basically just stopped hanging out, and my best friend and I lived together. We still live together, and we stopped hanging out as well. And so at the time, I hated being alone so much. I hated it with all of my heart. And so I'm just kind of forced into this period of solitude, right? And so it gives me a lot of time to reflect, because that really did feel like a big pivotal moment for me. So then I'm kind of just forced to reflect, and I just feel tired, right? I feel tired of the way that I'm living my life, tired of feeling unloving and undeserving. And I'm like, okay, well, this can't be all there is out of life. Like, I want more out of life, and there has to be more than these feelings and these emotions that I'm feeling constantly. I decided to create goals out of what I actually wanted in life. And so one of the first one was I wanted to stop being self-destructive. I had lots of self-destructive tendencies and behaviors. Another one was I wanted to love myself, because at the time I hated myself. I hated the reflection that I saw. I hated the person that I was. One was I wanted to stop hiding my emotions, right? I wanted to stop running away from them, stop suppressing them, because I knew that I had a lot of emotions, but it just felt like I didn't know how to label them or how to effectively work through my emotions. So this is another one that I wanted. But I wanted to be in a relationship really bad, and I kind of obsessed a little bit more over the ideal of a relationship and the ideal of wanting to be wanted. But it's something that pushed me more towards healing. Since I had so much free time, right? Because I wasn't in school, because I had failed one or two classes, because of the depression had gotten so bad. So I'm just working, and I'm just watching TikToks constantly. And a lot of videos popped up on my page just talking about healing and trauma and shadow work. And so it really piqued my interest, and I was kind of like, okay, maybe this is something that's worth looking into. And so I kind of dive into it a little bit more. I dive into the shadow work, into the journal prompts, and I kind of just put my all into it. Along this journey, an important step for me was I had to forgive myself. I had to forgive myself for my actions and some of the things that I said, and the ways that I tried to reflect my trauma onto other people. So in doing these things, in the healing and learning about the traumas and the different wounds, I felt like I was just being really hard on myself. And I was like, okay, here I am. I've made so much progress. I am completely dedicated to my self-growth and my self-healing, dedicated to learning more about myself and loving myself. And I have this beautiful passion inside of me and this beautiful energy. I would like to add is by no means should you rush your healing. It is truly a journey, and people like to say that it's non-linear, and that is very true. It's going to happen at its own timing. But kind of like a blockage that I ran into a lot of the times is I thought that I could hurry up and learn this lesson and hurry up and heal, and then I could get this and I could get the boyfriend and I could feel better. But truthfully, it's going to happen on its own time. Around this time too, I felt like there was a lot of synchronicities and just this beautiful energy around me as I was healing, right? I felt like I was seeing angel numbers here, here, and here. I felt like music was kind of speaking to me because in a sense, I feel connected to music, and I feel like sometimes it'll have subliminal messages, right? With a conversation with someone like, oh, hey, did you mean to say that? Because I was kind of thinking something similar to that. And then I got my first tarot deck gifted to me and kind of doing divination in that way and speaking to my angels and my ancestors. So somewhere along the way, I knew that there was going to be lots of ups and downs and lots of lessons that were going to come towards me. But I was just so excited because obviously the healing didn't feel good at the time, but kind of like that end result of it and that fulfillment I felt from healing myself was just amazing, and kind of just feeling this energy that's outside of myself, something that's bigger than me, that is so full of love and wonderfulness. Just kept pushing me towards to keep going and to keep diving into myself and to keep loving. Yes, that is how my journey with spirituality has begun and kind of evolved a little bit, and just some of my healing that I've gone through. I cannot wait to post this video. I hope you guys can like and subscribe and comment, and yes, I'm very excited. So thank you so much for watching.